This is Michael Spedden, and welcome to Fowl Players Radio, your one-stop shop for all of your pop culture needs. We feature interviews from musicians, actors, comics, dancers, authors, and much, much more, up-and-coming artists and beloved favorites. We've got it all, people on stage, backstage, out front, and behind the scenes. Sit back and relax. Let's have some fun.
Hi, this is Kim of Kim's Krypt, and you're listening to Fowl Players Radio.
Hey, Mary Jo Peel here, and you are listening to Fowl Players Radio.
And welcome back to Fowl Players Radio. Michael Spedden here, and tonight, of course, we have another returning guest. She's been here a bunch of times with both talking about her haunt, Kim's Krypt, up in Spring Grove, PA, and Scarlet Angel. Tonight, we're here to talk about a little bit of both, but mostly her Kampout. The haunted Kampout returns to Kim's Krypt this year after, quite a few years of not being there. That event is a hoot, and there are still tickets available for it, folks, at kimskrypt.com. If you go to that website, you can order tickets for it. It is a something you're definitely never going to forget once you go there and experience it. All kinds of fun activities, scary activities, and scary things going on, and I really think you'd enjoy it if you go to see it. This is said to be the last one that there's ever going to be, so it's definitely something legendary that you ought to check out. So go to kimskrypt.com and order your tickets right now. And folks, we will be back right after these words with Kim Yates.
Hi, this is John from A Day in Pompeii, and you are listening to Fowl Players Radio.
Hello, this is John Piet,
Kevin Schmidt,
and Jerry Bozick.
And we're August, a little band from Virginia. You can hear our story, other stories from the legendary Baltimore, D.C. music scene, and much, much more with Michael Spedden on Fowl Players Radio. You can find it at www.fowlplayersradio.com, on YouTube, and wherever you find podcasts online. Keep rocking.
And welcome back to another episode of Fowl Players Radio. Michael Spedden here. And tonight, we have one of our most frequent guests, one of the biggest fans and friends of the show. Kim Yates is back again with more great news. Some things going up at Kim's Krypt. This is going to be their fifth, but not consecutive, Kampout next week on June 21st. And Kim, it's great to have you back. And I'm excited to hear about this. So tell us what's going on.
I'll be right back. I got to turn this down.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. All right. Yeah, I got a fan going on in here, ticket booth. I didn't want it to interfere with the audio.
Understood.
So, because it is, what is it, June?
Today is the 11th.
The 11th? Yes. So it is finally getting hot here, and it's not raining. It's good weather, nice, and we're getting ready for Kim's Krypt Kampout number 5.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we did this in 2016, 17, 18, and 19. So we did it for 4 years, and then we stopped because it was a lot of work for 13 hours, a whole lot. So
it is.
We just stopped it, gave it a break, and then people from all over the United States came. I mean, people were coming from Ohio, from New York, from down California, UK. I mean, people were coming to Kim's Krypt Kampout from all over the place. Now, so we stopped for a good 6 years. And then one day, Trixie said she was going to bring it back. And we were very surprised because we had told everybody it's not going to happen anymore. But this is the last Kampout. So we're not going to do any more. This is the last final Kampout, June 21st, 6 p.m. to 7 a.m., tents included. Breakfast is included, dinner, swag bag with your own limited edition Kim's Krypt Kampout t-shirt, or you could upgrade to a hoodie, your choice. And it is an amazing 13-hour horror spectacular featuring 5 attractions, haunted attractions. There's escape rooms, there's challenges, team challenges. individual challenges, games, things that you can do. You don't have to do it, but some are harder than others. We've got head shaving, we got tattoos, we got, I mean, it's insanity on 62.5 acres. Kim's Krypt Campout like no other. It's crazy. 18 and over event, kimskrypt.com is the website to get your tickets.
I love how you list all the activities you just put in there. We got head shaving.
Mhm. We do.
I love it.
I mean, there's so many different things and different aspects to this. So it starts as soon as you pull in the parking lot, it starts. There's crazy things going on, characters. I mean, it's hard to explain the insanity and the craziness that ensues here as we do this, because you just never know what you're going to see. You don't know what you're going to encounter. It's fun. It's freaky. It's good times. And there is torture, there is blood, there's abductions, but it's safe. It's a safe, fun environment for all 21 and over. And actually, no, 18 and over. 18 and over.
18 and over. Yeah, that's great. And I mean, it is well done. I mean, even if I've performed in 2 of them, in 17 and 18.
Yes.
And it's fun to perform in as well, as is working out there. So and haunting, if you enjoy doing that kind of thing, I'm sure I can put your contact information in the show notes for anybody who may be interested in an audition for your later seasons. I know you do a couple of events every year, the regular haunt season, then of course your Kryptmas and your there you go, and your halfway to Halloween haunt. So there's always something going on up there.
You name it, I got it.
The graphics look great too, by the way.
Thank you. Halfway to Halloween was in May. Kim's Krypt Campout is June 21st.
Yep.
Halloween season is September 19th through November 2nd is what it is this year. Yeah. September 19th through November 2nd, every weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And there's also a $5 QR code for you. Get $5 off the total combo. We have Kim's Kryptmas right here for one weekend. And that is December 12th through the 14th. One weekend only. 5 weekends of Winter Wonder Trail. Family friendly, Santa Claus, snow, holiday music, family friendly, very scary, merry, scary. So it's 2 different events. A lot of people get this confused and they're like, I can't do it. It's scary. No, this one is not scary. This is 5 weekends of merry, believe me.
Oh, okay.
People bring their kids. You know that.
Yeah.
People bring their kids. They bring their wagons and their pets and strollers and babies. This is family friendly Winter Wonder Trail.
Wonderful.
Scary Kim's Kryptmas. And we also do paranormal ghost tours. Our next one is the 28th of June. So it's the weekend after Campout. We're going to be doing a paranormal ghost tour. So you can get your tickets. All your equipment's included. It's fun. You get to explore the Haunted Mill, 4 Floors of Fear, and also the House of Eyes. Now, these paranormal ghost tours are the real deal. You go through with the I want to make sure I got their name right, the Berkeley Paranormal Society. They will take you through, show you how to work the equipment. The equipment is included, and what you see is what you get. I'll be in the gift shop, and if I'm not here because I might have a show with one of my bands, Trixie's in the gift shop. We don't go in there because we don't want you to think we're doing any tricks or anything like that. What you see, hear, and feel is the real deal. So that's on you. We're not doing anything behind the scenes. So the Campout, scary, fun, freaky, 13 hours, tent abductions. You may get bloody. We may throw you in the creek, but it's all good fun and people love it and they demanded it. That's why we brought it back too. I mean, every time we saw somebody for Halloween season or halfway Christmas, whatever it was, oh, we missed the camp out. Are you going to do the camp out? So we did.
Right,
so your camp out tickets. All you got to do is you can bring what you want. Like if you want to bring your sleeping bag, you're probably not going to get much sleep, but there is a safe zone for sleeping only.
Right.
But other than that, there's scare zone tents and there's safe zone tents. Because some people do want to sleep And that's, when you're in that safe zone, nobody will come in there and mess with you. We just got a new projector. So we're going to be showing some horror movies and having some fun with that. And also, we will have snacks and goodies, tea, lemonade, water, stuff like that. And then the food is going to be really good this year, as it is always. But the food is included, a nice dinner, a nice breakfast. And then in the morning, we tally up the scores of all the campers to see the top 3 results. Third place winner gets $50. Second place gets $75, and first gets $100. And you get a signed poster too that looks like this. It's 11 by 17, so it's really cool. So
That's
Kim's
great.
Krypt camp out, unique, crazy, freaky, good time like no other. None.
That's awesome. I mean, I absolutely love the artwork too. I mean, if I had never known of you and I'd seen that, I would be like, man, I got to check this out. You do such a great job. You're such a great promoter of things as well.
Thank you. Rogues Hollow does our artwork for us, and that's my web guy. He also does my videos. He does my photos and my graphics. He did this, and he also did this 40-year anniversary batch that we had for Scarlet Angel that was last month, but I'm going to promote the new one coming up. Scarlet Angel, my band, the band I've been in the longest, is playing Fallston Barrel House in Fallston, Maryland, August 24th at 2 p.m. It's a Sunday afternoon. All ages are welcome, outdoor on the deck. So you want to check out my band. I'm the drummer, the backup vocalist. That's a good time. I also play for a band, Karma, and we play all the time. And I play for a band called Heal too. So check those out as well. Heal's next show is the 28th. So I'm not going to be at the Paranormal Ghost Tour because I'm going to be playing with Heal. The Gray Manor Inn, Dundalk. That's a 7 p.m. show with a killer band called Coda. They do Zeppelin. They're a Zeppelin tribute, and Out of Nowhere from York, PA. So that's going to be three bands, one show in Dundalk, Gray Manor Inn.
Wonderful. Wow. I mean, people ask me, when do you sleep? And I think I run at about maybe 75% of what you do. In terms of, how it's addictive when you get things done and you're working on stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, and the funny thing is, it's always something like every day, no matter what I do and where I go.
Me too. Yeah.
It always turns into this, giving out flyers. I just bought a new truck last week.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's a Rock Creek. It's really cool. And the funny thing is that the color is scarlet red.
Yeah. And
I had to go back to the dealer, and one of the service guys came out and he got the flyer signed by me. I thought that was pretty cool.
That's nice. Hey, great. That
was really cool.
You're a recognizable person, and you're definitely not a forgettable person, and especially with all the things that you have your hands in. People coming from all over the world, to see this camp out. All over the world to come to Spring Grove, PA, for 14 hours of terror. 13. Oh, unlucky 13. There you go. Yeah. But you are, you're definitely doing something right out there. And with all the hard work you put in, it's got to be very gratifying too, It
is, for the most part. It really is. I mean, it's funny because sometimes I forget who I am because I don't think about, I'm Kim of Kim's Krypt only when I introduce myself like that. But I get stared at a lot by people, and I think they think it, but they don't want to say anything to me. I'm like, I'm very much approachable, I really am.
Yeah.
So, I was at the Home Depot today buying some stuff for the property, as I always do. And it happened again. This lady was staring and looking. And I don't know. I looked around. I just wanted to see if she was looking at me or if there was something showing,
What
was going on. But yeah, I love it. I enjoy it. We've been doing this for 32 years now.
Yeah.
Started in my house in Rosedale, Maryland, of course. Then relocated to several different locations next to King's Liquors in the restaurant. We were in the Ripken Stadium for 1 year, Middle River VFW Hall 3 years. Then we were in Dundalk at the Strip Mall for 5. Then another 5 years in Essex at another in the basement of a building in Essex, Maryland. And that's the last time we were in Maryland. And then I bought the Haunted Mill Scream Park in 2014 at the auction. But Kim's Krypt did go till 2015 because I still had the lease. So for 2 years, I had two different ones. But Kim's Krypt has not been in Maryland since 2015. I still get people asking, "Oh yeah, you guys are in Dundalk." Well, first of all, we
Yeah,
haven't
right,
been
right.
in Dundalk for many, many, many years.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah.
haven't been in Maryland since 2015. But this is our 11th season, 11th year here in
Mhm.
Spring Grove, PA, doing it. And I mean, people they dig it, they enjoy it, and it's good times.
Mhm.
And we're always expanding, always adding. And speaking of adding, we've added some new employees. We're doing really well with that. Kind of, growing and evolving with our people too.
Mhm.
If they don't follow the rules, then they don't get to say. It's that simple.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
if they do,
Mhm.
we're going to evolve and excel and grow.
Mhm. Exactly. Now, what I know you've always been a fan of you've always been a rocker.
Yeah.
You've always been into the horror and everything. What
Yeah.
has inspired you to take it to this level after all these years?
After all these years,
Yeah. I mean, you've been at this for what 30 something 40 of Scarlet Angel.
well, 40
Oh,
years of Scarlet Angel. Yeah.
yep. 30 of at least
Two.
30 of 32 of the haunts.
Yes.
I mean, you've got one hell of a work ethic. Where did you get that? I mean, was this, I mean, you're a real self-starter. And
I don't know. I guess I don't even, it's kind of like this when you're doing something, no matter what it is, you want to try to do your best.
Mhm.
But with that comes, yes, the promotion, the sales of it, and the team that you have behind you too. See,
Mhm.
and that's
Yeah.
a lot of what people don't see. They just know of Kim's Krypt.
Right,
But
right.
some of the people you saw Sunday at the meeting, they're a big part of that team.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I have the day crew that works for me every day from 6 to 2:30 every day from Monday through Friday. They're doing things here on the property, getting it ready, whether it's, working. I got more than, as you know, just the haunted houses. There's a lot more to this 62.5 acres, but they are here daily working, doing things. And it's sometimes, and this is how crazy it is. Now, I love the animals. And today I just saw 4 deer, several bunnies, groundhogs, squirrels, and more. And I go into the horror. This was probably 2 weeks ago. I go in the horror Mangus Mill, and I'm working in there, and I'm doing my thing. And there's these humongous holes dug from one room to another, groundhogs.
Oh yeah.
And then my wires, my electrical wires, chewed right through in half by groundhogs. I
Yeah.
love them,
Mhm.
but they damage my stuff. It's like, I
Yeah.
can love them outside of the haunted house. Like, go
Yeah,
out there
yeah.
and play, But so we're, like I told the guys today, don't forget, go through the attractions, go through the trail, go through everything, fill in the holes, check out wires. So I have to now, when I wire things up, rather
Mhm.
than just going to the ground level and against the wall, I have to come down the wall and go ground hog level.
Right,
So I
right,
gotta
right,
kinda
right, right.
put them within the seam of the wall so
Mhm.
it doesn't interfere with the groundhogs, because they will chew right through them. It's
Oh
a
yeah.
crazy thing, but it's true. So you
Rodents
have to
love
think
that
outside the
stuff.
box. But getting back to your original question, it's kind of like this: love what you do, and do what you love.
Right,
And when you don't anymore, then it won't work.
right, right.
So, and that's the way I feel about it. I love the haunted house. I love, the whole element of scaring people and creating and seeing the reaction of the customers. And we have so many people that come to each and every event,
Mhm.
and they're loyal. I mean, they come, they buy the new shirt, they get whatever, the doggy shirt, the kitty shirt, the everything, we have the magnets, the hats, whatever we have a lot of stuff. So
Mhm.
actually, this was the first Campout shirt. Kim's Krypt
Yeah.
Campout. This is our first shirt that we had. The new one's pretty cool. It's got it's got the flyer on the front,
Uh-huh.
and it's on the back. It says "Final Campout," and it's got this bloody tent, and underneath it says KimsKrypt.com. It's pretty cool. So but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it would be like. It is so weird because, like, my mindset is like that. No matter what I do, it's like, okay, keys, as I'm leaving, flyers, and no matter where I go, I have flyers in my pocket.
You sure
Going
do.
to Sam's Club, going to the doctor's office, going to the gyna. While you're down there, here you go. Oh, heck yeah. Dentist office, Dr. Weena. Yes, that's my dentist up in Abingdon. I take these everywhere and I promote all the time. I mean, I don't know if that's what's working or the word of mouth or the billboards or the radio advertisements on the radio stations I've been doing for years or the social media. Or
Yep.
maybe it's a combination of everything. Plus people coming and getting a good product and having fun while they're here, you know, because that's what we're doing. We're not only scaring you, we're entertaining you. We're giving you, I mean, we got some of the best line entertainers I've ever seen. We really do. Our line entertainers go out of their way to scare you, to have fun with you, to interact with you, you know, so they're going to mess with everybody. And also we have hearse rides and hearse and coffin rides. So that's another unique thing. You take a ride in a 68 black Cadillac hearse or the 92 silver hearse in a coffin. The hearse rides are provided during the Halloween season, the halfway to Halloween, Christmas, and the paranormal ghost tours as well. I also do hearse rental, weddings, proms, birthday parties, funerals, and more. Don't get a DUI. Come on here. Why? Because you lay back and I drive. It's a good deal.
That's a great deal.
It really is. Nobody else can say they do that because it's actually cheaper than a limo too.
Oh yeah.
So, but you get to ride in a hearse. So coffin optional. So.
You know, it's inspired. Oh, go ahead.
Another thing you get this really cool Kim's Krypt Kampout water bottle.
Oh, great.
With the little pop top. You get that. The t-shirt. There's a lot of really cool goodies. And hold on. You get the lanyard too. Let me get that out. You get one of these. You get one of these really cool lanyards. And if you look close, it's got the characters on them. I see Kim, Sluggo. Who's that? TARDIS Cookie, Trixie, Otis. They're all there. There's a bunch of people on there. So you get this to wear around your neck. That way I think it's going to hold things that you're going to need for the camp out. So this is a really cool item too. We added that this year. We sell these in the gift shop, and then you can purchase these separately because you get your RIP All Access Pass on them. And that gets you for the Halloween season. This, I believe it's $120 or $125. You get this, which is a keepsake. You get to go through all 5 attractions, skip the line pass for all 5. You get a free t-shirt and you get a meal and you get to go through all 5 attractions as many times as you want with this. So that's a good deal. We also have the season pass. If I have one of those handy. I think I do. Let me get that for you. Let's see if I can get that down. The season pass is a little bit more money, of course, but you're getting this pass.
Oh, sure. Okay.
And with the season pass, you get to go through each and every event that we have for a full year once you pay for it. So if you get it today, you get to get the only one that's excluded is Kim's Krypt Kampout. That's the only one that's excluded. But you get to go through the halfway to Halloween, Christmas, the Winter Wonder Trail, the ghost tours and everything, and the Halloween season as many times as you want for the season with the Kim's Krypt Haunted Mill season pass. That's a great deal too. I think that's down to, it was more, now it's like, I think it's $299. But if you think about what you're getting, and with this too, you get a meal every time you come. So if you want to come every night, you get with this, you get a hoodie one time. So you get the hoodie, you get everything. Oh, and upfront parking too. Just like with the other one, you get upfront parking. So you get that with this as well. But instead of getting a t-shirt, you get a hoodie one time. But the meal you get every time you come. And you get to go through all the events as many times as you want with the skip the line pass as well. So that's a pretty cool thing that we do here at Kim's Krypt Haunted Mill in Spring Grove, PA. That's
great. I mean, it's just amazing all the different things that you've come up with and everything. And you've got a lot of repeat people coming out there and
Oh,
everything.
definitely.
And it's just it's really just amazing. And one of the things, I mean, since I've known you, we've reconnected in the last like 10 years or so.
Yes,
We kind of knew each other peripherally back in the 80s, but then we
Mhm.
sort of, we've gotten to know each other a lot better in recent years. And I mean, one of the things I've always admired about you is that you've gone to show, you're living proof. Of course, Jackie and Michelle too have gone to show that, the band scene is not just a boys club.
Yeah,
You can get
it's
out
not.
there and you can rock it just as well as anybody that's
Yeah.
out there and around. You've got this big, it's a woman owned business, started all right up here by you, you know.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't planned that way.
Right.
I just like scaring people, and
hmm
I just happened to be a woman. It just worked out.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, it's just the confidence that I see in you, and it's the fact that you've been so, you're so true to yourself, and you don't compromise. You're unapologetic about it. You're very, persistent. You
Yeah.
persevere. You keep your eye on the prize, and I mean, you've done such great things. You've got people all over the world following you. You've got people that know who you are. You've got people that are, they come, they flock to see you play.
Yeah. Well, I
I
don't know if
mean,
they flock, but
well, yeah, I know what the Baltimore crowds can be kind of fickle sometimes. I know what you're saying, but
yeah.
I mean, this is just, you've got to be proud,
I
of.
am. If you think about it like this too, for a band like Scarlet Angel that has been around so long,
Mhm.
and people are still coming out to see it. We had a great crowd at that last show in April when we played the American Legion Hall.
Oh, I had
That place was
yeah.
packed.
hmm
And the thing is, we haven't played in a while with Jackie and the band.
hmm
It's been over 12, 13 years since we played with her. So
Yeah.
that felt good. It was good to do the originals like that again. But Scarlet Angel has been going a long time, and we never actually broke up. We just
Right.
kind of
Right.
reformed with different members.
Yeah.
So me and
Yeah.
Michelle have been playing music together for all this time with
Right.
different
Right.
members. So I've
hmm
been the drummer, and she's of course guitar player and founding member.
hmm
But yeah, that's something because yeah, again, that's something I believe in too. I think we have great music, great originals. Her and Jackie are great songwriters. And we even when Abby and Barry were in the band, also great songwriters. I write a little bit. I got a few songs out there as well.
hmm
Um, but yeah, we're working on our fourth CD. That's not going to be out anytime soon. I can tell you that right now. We're still
It
working
takes
on
time.
song number one.
Yep.
But yeah, the I Am the Storm is a great song.
hmm
And then we have two other ones we're kind of working with right now, but it's going to get there. And then when it's maybe next year, no guarantees, but
Yep.
we got that show coming up. And as far as Kim's Krypt goes, is the Kampout is a major ordeal. We're getting ready for that daily. It's just nonstop. And then when I get off here with you, I'm going to go out and continue on. So the other thing is, it's funny because, there are things I do relax sometimes because there is a pool here, but I don't get in it as much as I should. I don't.
Yeah.
My built-in pool that's actually heated. I could be out there every day if I want to. I would get in and I'm like, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that. But I probably get in maybe twice a year, three times at the most. It's very rare because I'm always doing this, doing that, getting the flyers out. We're running out of flyers. These flyers I have very, very little left.
Right.
But
Right.
Karma has a show this Saturday. We're playing at some new place, and I'm going to take them there when we play. So I just, try to give, and because we're so limited on it, because I've been giving them out for forever.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just to make sure that I give them to people, because a lot of people, you hear, oh, I hate that stuff, I don't like it, but I'm sure somebody that does. So take it anyway. So
Yeah. Yeah.
you never know. You never know who's going to like what, and you can't judge a book by its cover either, because a lot of people love this, but you would never know it.
Right.
Just
Right.
like and I want to tell you something that you might not know.
hmm
Let's just talk about. I think his name is Larry Henshaw. You know who he is?
Child's Play, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the old singer. Do you know where he works?
Does he work for you?
No. I'll take him though.
Yeah.
He is the finance manager or the finance guy at Jones Junction. Isn't that something?
Oh, is that right? No
Yeah,
kidding. No
yeah,
kidding.
yeah. Because when I bought my truck, I was like,
Mhm.
yeah. And I said, we're on the same album together. Because
Yeah,
we're
you are.
the 97 Underground album. How
Mhm.
ironic is that?
That's great,
Yeah.
and I've heard great things about that. I mean, we're not here to talk about cars, but I've heard Jones Junction is great. Everybody that I know that's gone there
Yeah.
loves it. And
Yes.
yeah, hey, amen to that. It's things
Yeah.
come full circle. We've
Yeah.
we run into each other later on again, and now that
Yeah.
we're all grown up, we're
Right.
doing other
He's still
things together
singing.
now.
He's still singing with that band.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So that's kind of a cool thing too. It's like, wow.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, I got a great deal there. Not only did I get a great out the door price,
Mhm.
at 0% financing for 60 months.
Hey.
Heck yeah. With a Scarlet red Rock Creek with it's beautiful. It really is. And it's got, well, we won't talk about what kind of radio it has in there because I wonder if I bet you I could, because it links to your phone. I could get the app and play 97 Underground. There you go.
Yes, you could, and you should.
I should.
You
I
should,
should.
and
I would,
you should be doing nothing but that.
That's right. Nothing but. That's right.
Oh my,
It's a great
yeah,
station.
it is. It is. Yeah, you can get it on
It
your
is.
phone, folks. Download the
Yep.
free app, as I say at the end of all of my shows.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. I a couple of other things I just wanted to ask you here. For other people in the community too. I mean, you get people here. You give out flyers. You've had, do you all still have any like sponsorship opportunities for your flyers?
Yeah.
I remember I've sponsored a couple of years
Yes.
ago and it went pretty well.
Yeah. So let me explain how that works. We
Mhm.
have flyers, and they always have a front and a back.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Whichever, two sides, you should say. Two sides to every flyer that we have. So how I work it is, if someone would like to sponsor, like this one was the Paranormal Ghost Tours.
Oh, right.
Scarlet Angel sponsored it with the show.
Okay.
The 40-year anniversary show.
Yeah.
So now sometimes I just sponsor myself, obviously, with like doing like that. Mm-hmm. But if a business, no matter what it is, mm-hmm. you want to sponsor our flyers, you can email me at kimskrypt@aol.com, KIMSKRYPT@aol.com. We'll talk about how many. It's like basically 5,000 flyers. I get a lot because I give them out. I'll give you some. Mm-hmm. We can split them however you want, and it's a great deal. It's a real good deal.
Right.
I just need your artwork with the specs, and I'll do all the work, and then we can meet up. But that's a good deal because that's the first thing you do. This is the first thing that happens. Yep. You give somebody a flyer. I always go, "Hey, I'm Kim at Kim's Krypt. Check out our ghost tour or whatever it is I'm doing. Take out our camera." That's the first thing they do. They go. It's the first thing they do is turn it over.
Yeah.
And then I'll say whatever it is. Oh, that's our sponsor. Blah 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 blah. Whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Speaking of sponsors, I do have some that I'd like to shout out. Texas Roadhouse in Hanover, one of our proud sponsors, the partners that we have. Great food, and if you come to Kim's Krypt Campout or anything, you come to the gift shop, any purchase you make, you get a free appetizer for Texas Roadhouse in Hanover. Also, wonderful. Brothers Pizza is also in Hanover. Hanover's not far from Spring Grove at all. It's like maybe 10 minutes away at max. Brothers Pizza, man, they got good subs, they got pizza, they got sandwiches, they got great desserts, they have great specials, lunch specials, and more. Brothers Pizza, fries, golden crispy, very good. Great food. So they're another one. We always talking up Brothers Pizza. So if anybody, York Turf Tractor, Bob, go see Bobby. If you need anything, got John Deere tractors from him, that little backhoes, chainsaws, steel chainsaws, lots of steel chainsaws.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, and weed eaters and more. I'm always buying stuff from them. And
you're saying,
what's that?
Oh, you're saying they're steel chainsaws, not to steal the chainsaws, right?
Right, right.
Okay.
Steel chainsaw. So check this out. Also, on my wall out there,
Hmm.
there's a big wall. It's got the Kim's Krypt Campout poster. We
Hmm.
got the big other radio stations have sponsored that space.
Hmm.
So you can too. And how it
Yeah.
works is it's a set amount for your space, for your banner on my
Right.
wall that
Hmm.
people see every day riding up and down Colonial Valley Road, and all the customers that come in and out of
Hmm.
Kim's Krypt Haunted Mill will see your banner. So that's
Hmm.
another thing we do. And that's a yearly fee. You pay your yearly fee, it stays up for a year, no matter what date you do it. It stays up for that date. So right now I got Texas Roadhouse up there,
Hmm.
Brothers, York Turf and Tractor, of course, and I sponsor myself, of course.
Of course.
You
Yeah.
know, got the Winter Wonder Trails up there, Camp Out, Kim's Krypt, and more. So you want get the word out about your business,
Hmm.
no matter where it is, people will see it. Put your website up there, your phone number. We have space on the wall here at Kim's Krypt Haunted Mill in Spring Grove, PA.
Right.
So
Right.
the best way to get a hold of me, kimskrypt@aol.com, email, and we can talk about that. So
How many customers do you normally get every year? Do you have a count or know off the top of your head? Because I just wanted to, yeah. I just wanted to kind of add on, I mean, that you get some people out there,
yeah. So
and
they're gonna see, and that's the first thing they see when they drive in. They come in, and that wall is right there. It's right there, and then you have to either make the left onto the big parking lot, which is parking lot number 1, or you go straight. But either way, you're gonna see that because there's like 4 or 5 different parking lots around But yeah, thousands of people. I mean, thousands of people come here.
That's
Yearly.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. I mean, that's, I've been out there working, and, it's like, they just keep coming. I like, your blot's full, and it's like the lines are, out the door and halfway across, to the next attraction, for people going in, whether, the haunted mill and, men just kind of back into each other. And back when you had what was the crazy maze, or what was the maze over there?
Yeah, that was good times.
Those lines were always, like back up to each other.
Yeah.
And then, the terror trail, that's in there. It's packed during Halloween season. Yeah, the House of Eyes,
and now we have the Dark Despair.
Right.
So it's 5 attractions. You got the Haunted Mill, the Horror Mangus Mill, Dark Despair, Terror Trail, and House of Eyes.
Yep.
And of course, 2 escape rooms too. The Maggot Escape Room, which features Maggot. It's not maggots in the escape rooms. His character's name is Maggot, and the Zombie Escape Room. So we changed things up this past Halloween season, and it seemed to work really well.
It did.
We let people know very clearly on the website, you must be in line by this time. And it says what it is. If you are not in line by, I think it's 9:30 p.m., you will not get to go through all 5 attractions. You must be here on the property and in line, because we're going to cut it off. Because what was happening is people would, they're open till 11 o'clock on Fridays and Saturdays. And they think if they get here at 10:30, they're going to go through all 5 attractions. No, it doesn't work that way.
Right.
Especially, we're open 7 weekends. Each weekend grows, the lines grow, and we get busier and busier, busier. And Saturday nights are our busiest night. Fridays are our second busiest, and third busiest is Sunday. And a lot of people get here, they park, they dilly-dally, they walk up, they might play a game. Then they go get something to eat. It's a food truck. We love the fact that you're going to get something to eat from the food trucks, which we have many. But if you're going to get here late, go to the food truck afterwards. Do the attractions first.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
we got people that, especially on Sunday, we got people that have to go to work the next day. They gotta get up for school, and then you're dilly-dallying going, well, I'm eating my burrito over here. Well, we need to go over there and get your scare on. So it's kind of crazy how people think sometimes, and we literally have to get the megaphone out.
Yeah.
And start. I wonder if this one even works. I don't know. It might. Check 1, 2. Please go to the attractions. So we got to get the megaphone out and start talking to people. And it's kind of insane. And we tell them, look, if you don't get in line now, you're going to lose out.
Right.
So they're like, okay. So so here's my tip for people, especially people that don't understand how a haunted house works. A lot of them, not mine, but a lot of them you go through, you get there and there's a line and you go, we don't have a hayride.
Yeah.
They used to. I didn't get rid of anything. I did not. Well, I didn't get rid of the hayride or the corn maze that they had here. Didn't get rid of those. So what happened was when you go to other attractions, you'll do a hayride. Usually they want you to do that first because that's usually the longest line. And then it goes into the next building. And then it goes into the next one and the next one. So you're constantly going from one to another. And that works. And that's a great thing. Believe me, it's a good thing. Here, we don't force you to go to one and then another and another yet. Not saying that we won't in the future, but we don't do that. You come here, we're going to give you your ticket. Hold on, you get that too. Let me get my tickets. You're going to get your ticket. It's going to have, your special little number on it here. And it's going to have all 5 attractions. And then when you go to one, they're going to stamp it. You do another one, they're going to stamp it. And that's how it works. So, and look at this one. Sponsored by the Racehorse Tavern. Look at that. Wonderful. So our tickets are even sponsored by them. You get a half price select appetizer. They got really good food. Man, the fish and fries there. Ooh, really good. One of my favorites. So there's my plug for Jimmy and the fine people at Racehorse Tavern, where all of my bands have played. So what I suggest is, because a lot of people say, oh, should I get there early? You can get there early, but don't get here late. Like if we're open to 11, you need to be here at least by 9:30,
sure.
At least to get, go up there, get your ticket. Even if you get them online, you still got to get a physical ticket. And then my people at the ticket booth where I'm at now, this is the ticket booth. And that's Trixie's skull collection up there. That's insane. I can show you that. There are real animals that have passed away here and she just collects them. I mean, there's all kind of, I love animals and she does too, but she does collect the skulls. So anyway, they're going to tell you, okay, go across the street to the House of Eyes because we're going to send you to the one where the lines are the shortest. And then they'll tell you, okay, after that, maybe go down to Dark Despair, then go to the trail, and then come back over here. And then as those lines get bigger, then they'll say, okay, you got next group might come. I'll tell them, go to the Horror Magnus Mill first. So that way we don't have too many people in line at one place. We try to divide it up so it kind of, cross paths because I got both sides of the street with attractions. That's how it works. So do that. If you get here early enough, again, we open at 6 for the Halloween season, 6 to 11 Fridays and Saturdays, 6 to 10 on Sundays. So if you get here early and you do your thing, you can actually probably stop and eat in between the haunted houses when we're not busy. But if it's super busy and there's super lines, I suggest get that food over here at the food truck and eat in line. That at least you're moving.
Yeah, I see people taking a break too and sitting down. They go through one and then they grab something and sit down and then go to the next one too. To space it out. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a snack shack too. So we have a snack shack. We have food trucks, game area, photo op area, escape rooms. But the problem is some people. I've seen this too, and this is insane. Well, I was out here doing the hearse rides, and I'm having fun with the people, driving, talking, hanging out, doing pictures. And there was these 2 girls, and they were watching, laughing, taking pictures and all that. And they thought it was the funniest thing. They sat there all night just watching the characters interact. That it got close to 11 o'clock, and they drove far. And I was like, so you guys doing your hearse ride now? They're like, no, we're just watching. I'm like, okay. They said, we're getting ready to go through the haunted houses. I said, what do you have tickets for? Thinking maybe it was one. They had tickets to all 5, and they were just
Mm.
sitting there the whole time. I'm like, you do know we close at 11. Now, that doesn't mean a hard 11. It just means we close at
sure.
11. Don't get here at 10:59 and expect to go through anything, because it
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
work.
yeah,
But
absolutely.
they don't understand. They think, oh,
Mhm.
you close at 11. And I've heard people say, oh, other haunted houses stay open until 1 and 2 in the morning. Well, that's not my goal. I don't
Right,
want to
right,
stay
right.
up until 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. We're trying to get everybody here at a decent hour to go through and
Mhm.
filter them. And also, just they learn from that. And every time I see them, I say the same thing.
Mhm.
I said, "Did you go through the attractions?" And they're like, "Yeah, we went through the attractions first day," because they just like to watch the craziness,
Mhm.
the
Yeah, yeah.
insanity here,
It is a
which
fun
there's a
place
lot
to
of that.
people watch. It really
It
is,
it really is. And we've got bleachers where you can sit and watch, and we have
Mhm.
picnic tables all over the place, and
Right,
it's definitely something to see.
right, right. That's a thing too. And something else to mention as well is that, I worked, I did, with 2 seasons out there, 17 and
Mhm.
18. Um, I came back last year to do some promo for the radio for you for 97 Underground.
Yeah.
Heavy Metal Han and I came out there and did a whole
Right,
tour.
right, yes.
And I remember all the times, because I would chase people through a couple of the attractions, being the line worker, and
Mhm.
I'd be doing my part to make people scared, and I'd be chasing them through the different attractions and everything. But it's like I went through them all. I mean, the maze isn't there anymore, but I went through all. I didn't even
Hasn't been
recognize
there
them
years.
because you've upgraded and changed them around. They're not just the same thing all the time.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not at all, not at all.
The I like the dragon. You still got the dragon going?
Dragons.
Dragon, yeah, yeah, yeah. But I meant the one outside that was like, what is that, like 20 feet high or something?
Yeah, that's in front of the Horror Magus Mill, because the Horror Magus Mill is the one that has the whole dragon theme in it at
Yeah,
near
yeah,
the
yeah.
end. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
And you also and the other thing that I kind of like too was you had the guys out there with they had the long rods with the fire in the ends, and they're out there twirling them and doing that
Yeah,
stuff. I mean, you're always thinking of something,
that's Otis and
yeah.
Maggot doing that craziness. Yeah, that's right in front of the Maggot pit. They
Hmm.
have a little show they put on. It's amazing, and then there's like drums out there and
Right.
music, and it's a lot of fun. It's
Yeah.
definitely there's a lot of sensory overload here at Kim's Krypt Haunted Mill.
It is. It's funny too because I've worked out there all those years and I've come out for different things. And
Mhm.
Maggot came over and spoke to me the other day at the meeting. I didn't know it was him because I'd never seen him without a mask on.
Right, right.
I was like, I was like, I was like, oh, then I figured out who it was, and I was like, good guy, don't get me wrong
Yeah,
or anything, but
right,
I was just like, well, I should know who this is.
right, exactly.
Like, oh, God bless you, buddy. God bless you. He's a pleasure. Everybody that
Yes,
I've
he is.
encountered out there has been a pleasure, to work with. And, hey, again, all my best for another wonderful season out there, Kimmy. I'm, again, happy to know you, happy to come back this year myself and work with you.
Mhm.
Definitely looking forward to it. So, why don't you go ahead and, while we have some time left here, give us your website, where to
Okay.
find tickets, and anything else you want to plug to. And if you want to plug anything with Scarlet Angel, go ahead and do that. Have you fixed the main Scarlet Angel website yet, or is it still using just Facebook right now?
Nah, I think that's gone.
Oh,
We
okay,
had some
yeah,
problem with that, and they never
right.
fixed it.
Hmm.
And I don't know. It's sad because there's a lot of good pictures and things on that, and
It's a
we
shame.
we can't even get into it. Yeah, it is a shame.
Hmm.
So
Yep. But so kimskrypt.com, right?
yes, kimskrypt.com is the website
Hmm.
for everything Kim's Krypt related. All the tickets and the information is there for the camp out and everything else you need. Kim's Krypt at AOL.com is
Hmm.
my email address. And if you have any questions about anything, we also have a business phone number that you could call, and that is 717-225-4811 if you have any questions about anything. And we're always looking for actors
Mhm.
and helpers and people that can do makeup, crazy fun stuff. And if even if you can't act, we will train you. So
Right, right,
we're
right.
always looking for people.
Yeah, always looking. There's always something to do out there too.
Yeah,
You don't
it
have to
is.
be part of the haunt. You can. Believe me, you're always looking for people out there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we are.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Well, Kim, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to talk to you and catch up and find out what you're up to. And it's always, never a dull moment with you. I know, and it's always great to have you. So, folks, remember the haunted camp out, and you still do have tickets left. I'm guessing, right?
Yes, we do.
Yep.
We have some tickets left. You only have a limited time to get them because basically the t-shirt order already went in, but luckily I did order extras of everything. So hopefully we won't get a whole bunch of people at the same size. But
Yeah.
the good thing is, even if I have extras, I'll sell them in the gift shop, so they'll be there.
Wonderful.
But
And
yeah, we still have tickets, and
there's people that collect them too,
Yeah.
So
yeah,
having
Yeah.
our whole wardrobe going back many years, so
Yeah.
wonderful.
And
Wonderful.
speaking of collection, you could see part of my collection when you go through the Terror Trail. There's an area in there that has stuff from like the early years that it's historic, the vintage Telco animatronics. There's just cool stuff that I've been collecting for years, and I have it on display in there. So that's something definitely to see.
Wonderful, wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. Well, folks, get out and check it out. If you come to the camp out, you're definitely in for an adventure. It will be something you will never forget. Mark my words. So,
You will not.
so Kim, again, thanks a lot. And folks,
Thank you.
this is Fowl Players Radio. Michael Spedden here. Another episode with Kim Yates at Kim's Krypt. So thank you all so much, and we'll see you next time.
KimsKrypt.com.
Hey, folks, that was Kim of Kim's Krypt, Kim Yates, and she's always a great guest here on Fowl Players Radio. I've enjoyed having her on quite a few times to talk about what's going on at the Krypt and Scarlet Angel and her other bands. And she's always up to something just like I am, and always makes for a great episode. I would urge you to check out the Campout that's going to be up at Kim's Krypt Campout, which is going to be June 21st, Saturday, June 21st. Tickets are available at kimskrypt.com. So I think you should go there and order tickets for this. This is an event you will definitely never forget. Also, I urge you to get out there and support the guests of Fowl Players Radio, and get out and support your local artists, your authors, your actors, your bands, theater. These make great gifts. You're supporting people and pursuing their dreams, and they make for great experiences. This is Michael Spedden signing off. We'll see you next time on Fowl Players Radio.